Hey guys, it's ViewMasters Reactions, and we're back with Season 6, Episode 40 of Adventure Time. Last we saw, first off, I thought there were 2 episodes left. There are 4 episodes left, so I will not be finishing the season today because I have so many other shows to watch. I know these aren't that long, but I have hours of shows, and I kind of time it down to the wire each day. Sometimes I even get them out a day late or so because that's how many I have to watch, and I work 2 jobs, but you guys know this. So last we saw, we got Sweet Pea, I think it was. I know it was with Sweet Pea. I just forget if that was the name of the episode. I literally just watched it 2 seconds ago. Why do I feel like everything is not as it seems? Why do I feel like my arm is so far away? But yeah, so we got Sweet Pea, and I mean, the dude is creepy, man. I said this at the end of the last episode. Sweet Pea creeps the shit out of me. I know it's supposed to be a baby, but it's the Lich, and even that doesn't really matter. Even if it wasn't the Lich, the baby Sweet Pea is just weird. He's like, I want you to tuck me in and kiss my head, and I mean, that's maybe what babies do or whatever, but I feel like that's coddling, and we're letting Sweet Pea be a spoiled brat, and the dude needs to know that when you don't tuck him in, you can't run through a wall. And I felt like he was changing sizes rapidly. I mean, you could say, yeah, but Jay, this is the Lich baby, so we have to use special treatment. But then don't let Tree Trunks and Mr. Pig raise him. And if you're gonna, I mean, I guess they're doing a good job, but they let LSP babysit the Lich baby? What? I don't know. I feel like this is highly irresponsible. I feel like other people should be involved in stopping this. Like, there are people that are aware that this is like the Lich as a baby. So, like, I feel like they should be doing something to control it, unless people are watching from afar and it's not as bad. I don't know. I feel like Sweet Pea gets out and wreaks havoc more than he should. But we're going to jump in. I'm going to do 1, and then I'm going to do 3 next week. Now that I found out there's 4 left after this. 4 left? No, counting this one, 4 left. So we're jumping in. You guys want to be way ahead, full unedited reactions to this and other shows I do. Patreon link at the end. If you're seeing it on YouTube, we're probably done in full with the entire series. Seasons ahead on other shows and dozens of exclusives you'll only see on Patreon. Check the link at the end. If not, Season 6, Episode 40, Adventure Time. Orgalorg? Is that what it said? Orgalorg?
Oh man, these things are gonna make me rich. It's like a big yarmulke for the tummy. Oh, a little roomy. When did that happen?
Oh,
I am wasting away.
Ice King always looks so fat, but it's the robe. It's the robe. Orgalorg. Is there like, it showed penguins.
Now what are you guys
It
up
even
to?
says sleeping gas on it.
You're hanging with a bad crowd, goons. All right, guys, just let me rescue my cheesecake.
You're hanging with a
there you
bad
are.
crowd, goons.
A little Gunter, a little cheesecake. I am gonna take my time with this delicious cake. Huh?
He's gonna eat all around it.
Does Gunter want some cheesecake too? No, no.
Whack. Whack. Do they like worship somebody? Is this like a cult of penguin? Maybe they just have a big old penguin party. What could Orgalorg? House party. I'm already there. Look at LSP. Was that the snail?
That's so true. I am the prettiest one here.
They're betting fish.
5 on number 5 to win. I feel lucky. Come on, you slugs. Good to help. I'm your guest of honor.
They should all be like Gunther. She was, why is Gunther the guys that lure the bull away, like the clowns in the rodeo? Gunther was having visions, and we know Gunther. Wait, Gunther is the other dude. Gunther was the woman in the dreams with the wooden shapes of things, but I don't know what. It's like puzzle pieces, like a jigsaw puzzle. Why is his brain exposed?
The signal! We haven't had a communication from Orgalorg in thousands of years!
Mommy, who's Orgalorg?
What are these
To
things?
be honest, we thought he was just a myth, so we wouldn't make out.
The elders!
Yes, the elders.
We told you, Orgalorg is real. You all just wanted to make out. Makeouts. Orgalorg. Orgalorg is an ancient cosmic entity. With his cruel and deadly whims, he desired to intercept a catalyst comet. Thereby did he offend the King of Mars by the flaming sword of Grob Gob Globgrod. Orgalorg was banished to an inhospitable planet, even forget his identity and from whence he came. But now he's back, and whose fault is that? Makeouts.
Is it really? Or is it like Gunther?
Gunter?
Is he just gonna shove his brain back in and... He's Orgalorg, this giant weird creature. Egyptians, monks, Shakespeare, Guntos, everything with humans. Guntos like Gunther.
That's a bad boy, Gunter. Some of your stuffing's peeking out. Gunter, let's just beep, bip, bop.
Does he know who Gunther...
And a bandage. Not bad at all.
All right, so Guntos was a restaurant or some kind of coffee house that Gunther opened when the world started changing and people started like building businesses and stores and stuff. He showed himself in the Egyptians and the Romans. He was a gladiator. He was everywhere since the beginning of time. That's what it was trying to show. And it's Orgalorg. So Gunter is Orgalorg. But does Ice King know? Because Ice King is like, oh, your stuffing's poking out a little, and just pushed his brain back in. Not for nothing, his brain was also green. But Ice King's mental and crazy, and I don't know if that means anything. If it was anybody else, I would think like, all right, they didn't acknowledge it, something's wrong. But Ice King not acknowledging it, it could just be Ice King being Ice King. He was all concerned about his body deteriorating. He looks fat as hell with his robes on. He's making these pink things that I'm assuming were bubble gum, and he's just covering himself up like slippers in a mid-waist guard. I don't know what the heck that was, but he's saying it's like a yarmulke for your belly. Totally bizarre. But guys, this is like major. So we had last episode, they're talking about the comet. Sweet Pea was like, I sense the comet coming. Now we find out that Gunther is this creature named Orgalorg. And Orgalorg tried to use the comet because it was so powerful. It was like trying to see its limits, I guess. And it was fought by Glob, who was the brother, I believe, of Magic Man, who was the guardian of Mars. But at Mars, we saw Abraham Lincoln powering the gun that they were trying to shoot the comet down with when we saw Finn's dad, which they thought was the comet. But now the comet really is coming. Gunther sensed it. Gunther gets slammed into a wall and his brains are exposed. We find out he is Orgalorg. And there is this planet that he sent a signal to where all these bizarre, weird-looking things are constantly obsessed with. Elders saying they make out too much. Everything was revolving around making out. Like, we'll see what happens when you make out. Like, totally bizarre. Who are those dudes? Why did they look so bizarre? They were all weird shapes and sizes, and the elders were floating around, and one looked like a boob, like two boobs with eyes. Like, I don't know what's going on with that. But then Ice King finds Gunther, and I'm not sure if Ice King is aware of what's going on. And even if he was, what does it matter? Because Ice King is crazy. And I really want to jump into another one, but I got to jump into another show. We're going to finish 3 next week, and then we'll be into season 7. I didn't realize how many episodes were in this season. 43 episodes in a season. Nuts. I know they break them down to 2. But then why is there 43? I don't know. That's odd. If you guys want to be way ahead, full unedited reactions to this and other shows I do, Patreon link in front of me. If you're seeing it on YouTube, we are done in full with this entire show by now. Check the link. Seasons ahead on other shows and dozens of exclusives only on Patreon. Check the link. If not, comments down below. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.